Stanley began screaming. Please!
Hey, what's up guys, it's Double, and we're back with another Stanley Parable video, and yes, there is a hallway in front of us instead of the offices. I really do not know why. I guess we'll find out in a second. First, I wanted to say thank you for all the support on the last video. It was kind of mind-blowing. I did not expect that. You guys hit around 2,000 likes or something, which is just nuts. So thank you guys so much for that. I really do appreciate it. And to touch on the last video, actually, because it looked like we hit a true ending of some sort, I took to the Googles and I could not find anything about a true ending. There's just a bunch of good endings, and then there's a few ones that are just sort of like kind of like half endings, like sort of something smaller and less dramatic. So I don't really think there's a true one. I could be wrong in that, so correct me if I am wrong. This episode we are going to do the broom closet thing, which a lot of people asked me of, or asked me to do, sorry, and we're going to go do the blue door thing because apparently it is really cool. Oh, also I want to try something out in a second after we get through this area here and figure out if anything is different. So let us begin. Is he gonna say anything different? Ooh, that's new. It's a nice painting. I don't think I've seen that be- Hey, my door's shut. Okay. Oh, it just brings us- it's like a shortcut right to the thing here.
When Stanley came to
Is that all it is?
two open doors, he entered the door.
Okay, alright. This is what I wanted to try. Apparently, if you type in FACEPUNCH, holy shit! If you type in face punch, it changes- what is that? Face punch. I don't know. I never heard of face. What? What is this? I wish I knew what that meant. I'm confused. I'm gonna roll with it for a little bit. Okay. Left is the broom closet, I think. So we're gonna go left. Is he gonna talk? Does he talk like normal? Nothing. It looks so. Wow. Oh my god. Those look so straight. These aren't even windows. You can actually see. Wait. I wonder if you type it back. Does it go back? Holy crap, it does! Look! So you can actually- wow, trippy. We're in some sort of testing lab.
Single person here.
Yes, I know this. We know this. I've been here. Is this a broom closet?
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here. So he turned around and got back on track.
But I didn't. I closed myself in the broom closet, and I'm gonna stay here and see what you say, you silly narrator.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
Yep.
No reason to still be here.
Exactly. I bet I'm confusing you, aren't I, narrator? You're wondering what I'm doing in here.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Oh my god.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why?
I don't know, because I want
to offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
This is why I'm doing it. I want to confuse you. Can I turn the light off? It's so bright in here. It's bright everywhere in this game.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
Well,
but it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Well, now that you're going on this whole thing, this rant, now I want to stay here even longer.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
I'll tell Clash later, don't you worry, narrator. I'll say it exactly that accent.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh my god. This is the best.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard.
Nope, that's not happening.
In a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of.
But I can't do that if I don't have any control of my body.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby...
I have earphones
the
in.
person
Shut
at
up.
the computer is dead.
Mom,
He
don't
or
come
she
here.
has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species.
Mom, he's
Please
lying.
remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer.
Don't do
making
it.
sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Well, I can't. Because it wouldn't have worked anyway, you crazy bugger. How long do we stay in here before anything actually happens? I wonder if it, like, if I open the door, is he gonna say anything else? Are you gonna say something special? What happens if I go? Maybe there's like something out there now. Now I'm kind of like interested to check. Maybe it's changed.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Okay. What's this way? Wait. What if I go back in here?
You too. Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
I wonder if he'll say anything else. If he doesn't, I'll go out and I'll explore. But there was I had the choice to go up or down the staircase there, so maybe, just maybe, I can continue on with the story. I don't know if that's possible though. I'll stay here for just a little bit longer, because I don't know if there's actually an ending in the broom closet. I wasn't sure. People just said go to the broom closet, so that's why I'm in the broom closet. It doesn't look like there's much going on though, so we'll just go. Maybe it changes. I don't know.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nope. I did not. I did exactly the opposite. I can't remember if I've actually been down here before.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
No, I couldn't.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
They are!
Were they simply repeating?
I don't know.
No, Stanley said to himself. This is all too strange. This can't be real. At last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
I'm crazy.
I'm dreaming! He yelled.
No.
This is all a dream.
I didn't yell that.
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield.
Oh!
And it too appeared. It was so much fun. And Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Oh my
How was he
God!
remaining so lucid?
Aww.
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating
Yeah, that's a good
everything
point.
that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very
so
odd,
insane.
and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
I don't
Was
know.
Stanley simply deceiving himself? believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself. Stanley
that's
is
a good
as
one.
awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Oh my god, I want to stop walking in circles.
It was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
Are you
Did
sure?
the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
That's
this
true.
This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control. That this was a dream.
Oh yeah, let's do
So
it.
he closed his eyes gently.
Okay, I'm
And
closing
he
my eyes.
invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin.
Everyone, close your eyes.
The press of the mattress on his back. The fresh air of a world outside this one.
This is peaceful.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Let me wake
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife
Doesn't exist.
and my job.
Sucks.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
This is so relaxing right now.
I am okay.
I'm gonna open my eyes. I'm gonna be in the same spot. I knew it. I freaking knew it. I knew it.
Stanley began screaming. Please! Someone wake me up! My name is Stanley! I have a boss, I have an office, I am real! Please, just someone tell me I am real! I must be real! I must be! Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
Oh my
then
God.
collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay. That one was cool. I actually think I heard about that one. I believe that one was called the insane ending. I don't think the broom closet was a direct, I don't think that directly affected that ending. I think what there is there's these little, like, parts that you can go to, things happen and stuff like that. And then there's the actual endings. That was one of them. That one was called the insane ending, I believe. I think I remember, I think I saw a comment on that, or I heard it from somebody. I can't remember. I remember that one, though. That one was very, very cool. Can I input things here? I know there's that one where I've got to press everything on the computers. Is something that you guys also mentioned to me. I did not intend to go down the insane path. I really wanted to see if the broom closet thing went any further than than just the broom closet itself. But I was wrong, and I ended up going down the insane ending. So next time, I promise, we'll go down the blue door route. I'm sorry that I didn't go there. I know a lot of people want me to do it. Apparently, it's really, really cool. Something to do with a baby? I don't know. It's supposed to be weird. That's what I've read in you guys' comments. Thank you guys again for watching. I'm so glad that you are enjoying going through all these endings with me. I am honestly having a blast. This game is so much fun. And I hope you guys are excited for the next video. If again, if you guys have any past suggestions, I read through as many as I can and I take note because I don't really know all the specific ways. There's a lot of quirks and secrets and stuff in this game, things that I wouldn't even think to try. I know there's one room where you turn the lights off and then back on and something happens and oh, I think I know where that might be, sort of. It's on like where you actually follow along. It goes to the catwalk room where there's all the cameras and stuff. There's something there. There's so many things. Like, I can't wait to try all the endings out. I hope we can actually do that. But yes, next time, I promise, the blue doors will be the thing that I do. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of our Stanley Parable playthrough. If you guys did, but only if you did, please leave a like. It does help it a lot, and I do appreciate all the support that you guys give me. It does mean a lot. I will see you in the next Stanley Parable video.
Stanley stood for a long time in one spot. It's part of a game. He likes to see how long he can go without dying. So far, he's doing excellent. And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe the genius at work.
God damn it, man. Alright, so anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. I will see you in the next Stanley Parable video. Ciao, guys. See you next time.